Happy Halloween, everyone! And welcome back, once again, to Voices of the Void. And I just learned something interesting. Apparently, if you try to load into the new event and check it out, and then come back to the menu, it will actually load the menu in those colors. So that's interesting. Of course, at the time you're seeing this, it's November 1st, but I'm playing it on Halloween, and that's what counts. Now, those of you who watched Season 1 will remember that I actually played it then as well. This event is something that actually only becomes available when your system clock is on Halloween, or at least near it. And I love stuff like this. I remember Simpsons Hit and Run did something similar too. And I don't know, I love things that just get in the spirit that way. These little surprises if you should happen to play it at this time. So if we go into Start Game, you'll see there is a new tab labeled Halloween Spooky. Super spooky and super scary. Collect all 13 pumpkins to win. 13th one will ruin you. Let's try it out.
No fiddlesticks. What now?
Collect all 13 spooky pumpkins, glowing spooky red. The misspellings and grammar errors. Of course, it may be putting on a sort of Party City meme-y look, but I've learned not to trust this game. If it's known for one thing, it's mood whiplash. Now, I did play this back in Season 1, however, things have changed around here. It looks like the event itself, while the premise is the same, we've got our updated graphics, so maybe we should expect some different things. There's our first one. Use to collect. That's genuinely kind of a creepy sound. As is that. Alright, let's... There we go, we got our batteries and MREs. And another sound from nearby. And the funny thing is, this is playing out just like a regular game mode, beginning as any save with our long walk to the base. Even though the red fog that's fallen over the place seems to make things a lot more visible, I still don't trust that there's not maybe more danger waiting out there. Like that. You guys saw that pair of floating eyes, right? Yes, okay. We're moving, and we're going. I remember hunting for pumpkins, but I don't remember anything else that this does. Ooh, also, our hunger and sleep seem to be refilling automatically, but we've got that drift as if we were tired in our mouse movements. Alright, let's keep walking because we know that we're being pursued, and either that was a really squishy pine cone or it wasn't a pine cone, so we're really going to want to get that ATV as soon as possible. Anything else in our inventory? Nope, we start with nothing. God, somehow this whole place being bathed in that red glow just seems right, doesn't it? Like it's properly ominous. One of my favorite thumbnails I've taken for the series, and it's actually even had some fan art that I've showed, I think, this season, is when we got the Red Sky event and all these dark towers were just silhouetted against that sky. Okay, there's other things out here. This is kind of like the inverse of that, isn't it? Oh my god, that's like the headlights of the ATV following behind us. That's almost what I thought it was at first. We need to get indoors as soon as possible and work up a plan. God, I haven't even been looking for jack-o'-lanterns yet. Our batteries auto-recharge as well. Okay, in. I swear I just heard footsteps. There appears to be a red glow coming from within this locker. Okay, that's how we find these. I had forgotten. But now it's even darker in here. I'll be honest, I kind of like the red emergency light look. But it's probably not the best idea. Melvin, you're not here. That's rarely a good sign for us. You. Let's find out. Is your fuel infinite? Your health's sure not. Your fuel is not infinite. Well, we know that we can get more fuel from the transformers. Okay, maybe I shouldn't be doing this right now. Okay, this is just the regular beginner's guide. There's a whole bunch of scrap electronics in a neat bin right there. Alright, so maybe there are some differences. I don't want to leave. But look, our clock is locked on midnight exactly. Ooh, and the base itself is just about fully upgraded. The welcome messages are exactly the same, and we do not have any cameras. I also don't think we're going to have any means of making money. God, that would be an interesting challenge, though, huh? See how far we can advance our career in the Halloween mode. No time for crap. Pumpkins, go. Alright, it's not even going to indulge us in wasting any time. Let's just take all the alcohol we can in case we need it. From here we can actually see. I bet those orange markers are the pumpkin locations. We can see their exact coordinates here, but I think last time I did all this with the help of one of those maps. So where is it? Did I just see something moving out here? Whatever, I see something moving out there all the time. I think I just have to have a closer look around. And exploring the base is always the first thing you do when you get here, right? Down into the basement. Maybe we can mess with the breaker? Howdy. All is working just fine. Nothing in here. God, I can just hear things trudging around in the grass just outside the base. I was expecting you this time. Still use the toilet. I wonder, can we sleep? No sleep on Halloween. You know what? My thoughts exactly. Hello. There's a meat wad just sitting on my railing. Who left this here? Oh, there's one of the pumpkins. Yep. Gross. Will it break our fall? It did not. Just kind of made me slide comedically. Alright, we can grab you. And we can grab you. Now, I'm a little more skilled than Season 1 at finding out where something is just based on its, like, location on the radar. But I still don't feel confident. Without the GPS, more meat is falling from the sky. That's what we heard earlier. Oh, you are here. We can turn you on. I've really got to find this thing. I see you out there. God, look at the way you just, like, ominously float around. Not even bothering to acknowledge the fact that I'm looking at you. I swear there used to be a digital map in here, but of course that was also the previous base. So much may have changed in that time. But I know there's stuff around here, too. I just gotta keep an eye out for that glow. For example, this one. Maybe there's something on the roof. I can at least use it as a vantage point. There's that thing, and you've got like a shimmer around you. Oh no, there's one on top of that post. And you seem to be guarding it. There's something going on in the water over there. You guys saw that, right? That wasn't just a reflection? Alright, I need something big and heavy to try and knock this thing... No, I need something to knock this thing down with. Yep. Oh my god, that would have worked too. Yep. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh my god. I don't like being out here with those noises. There we go. 5. Wow, that's 5 already? Is that one over there? No, that's the workbench that's over there. Never figured out why there is one there. Right, we can't really enter the bunker, not without the password changer. But there's, oh my god. Oh my god. Yep, this is what I get for spending too long outside the base. Okay, there should be one just around the side of the base. I keep seeing something falling. Possibly across the river, possibly in the river. Oh, your effigies are showing up everywhere. Well, at least down here it's blue shaded, and yes, there is one right there. Thank you, radar. I'm not quite sure how you're accomplishing this, but you're a good radar, that's for sure. I hope to never come against you in DCS. Let's go, come on. Need to get back inside. God, when you look at that radar and see like 8 red contacts just all around you, you know you're in for a spooky night. Which is actually kind of our situation in the main game right now. I think that was just an illusion, but I thought I saw something. I'm trying to do something I never really do, and use the topography to figure out what's going on here. And it looks like one pumpkin should be just over in this direction on the other side of the first hill. And then this is right at the bend in the river. So this over here would be the Oscar area. Okay, things are actually starting to make a lot more sense now that I really examine it, where before I just kind of saw this as clutter. Alright, we'll go for that first, and then we'll make our way back here. Our one finite resource is going to be the fuel in this ATV. Let's, as always, make sure the base itself is secure. Password same as always. Oh, there you are, Melvin. Just gonna scooch on by you and get the keys in case we get separated from this thing. Yep, we're going out there. Oh no, bones. I love how they gave this thing the full, like, Ravenholm ambiance. Alright, we need to get up there. You're trying to make a roadblock. Oh, actually an effective roadblock. I thought these things would kind of shatter instantly, given their looks. Okay, well, it's worked. Now I have to spend valuable time picking this up and moving it. What happens when they touch us? Wish I knew. Oh, do I wish I knew. I'm thinking we'll get up onto this ridge, and then you just kind of ride it until we see this thing. Part of me wants to hit the gas, but I also know that fuel is limited. I'm carrying some more on me, but then I'll have to grab more. Yep. Perhaps up here? I mean, getting the high ground can only help us locate them by light, right? I honestly can't see anything. What was that? Oh, there you are. Hi. Okay, we're gonna get a move on. I can't find anything without this map. Without knowing where I'm going. Like, I don't even knowing the coordinates, I have no way of checking where I am without it. There has to be one in here somewhere. Yeah, I most definitely had a map last time. But now I'm thinking... I can only get a max of 100 points. Nope, you can't call a drone. My last hope is that we can downgrade modules. We don't need, like, download or anything. We do! We do get points for that! Okay, well, we don't need any of this. Easy peasy. We just have to not care that we can't do our job. Which, at this moment, we don't. Wait, can we call the drone at all, though? Because we couldn't send anything out. We called for it. Now it remains to be seen is whether it'll actually come. We should just hold all of this, right? Since we don't need to hold anything else. Not enough space. This is useless. Now we just gotta hope nothing intercepts us on the way. I think I hear it. Is it really? There you are! My god, this would be, like, impossible otherwise. I'm pretty sure I just found you in the main room before, but there we go. And now we can start noting down some coordinates. Actually, to be honest, I kind of love these back to the van moments, though, where I come back here to take notes down and regroup, locking the doors behind me as I go. It feels a lot more like I'm making a game plan when there's actual threats out there. I've ordered the map as well as some other essentials so that we can get ourselves going. So our first stop is going to be the one I've been looking for, which is going to be -192, -138. And the reason I haven't done this in the main save is because I learned last season that doing this with the map tends to break it when you reload a save, and it just stops showing your coordinates, but since we're not reloading right now, this should work just fine. Now we've overshot it a bit, but it should be in this direction somewhere. 192, Okay, according to this, it would actually be further down here, and once we get pretty close, we can start looking at landmarks, because it's probably going to be associated with those rather than in the middle of nowhere. Here is about close, so let's start having a look at, which were you? Mike. Maybe we'll at least be able to see the light from here. Or maybe it's up in your rafters somewhere. Maybe even just inside? No. Okay, you're not here. Like, it should be right about here. It's even started to rain. And I don't think I want to open my mouth to catch this rain. Lightning in a red fog. That's a new one for me. Alright, I'm just going to take this thing, because I think it would be easier to fine-tune in my hands than on there. Not much easier. As it turns out, I'm literally on the spot where it should be. I'm starting to think that the best way to do this is going to be to get the ATV fairly close to the features I see on the radar, note the coordinates, and then get out and start fine-tuning the search on foot. In this case, we're looking for... Having not found the other one... There may be one in the water here. There is. Okay, so that coordinate was right. Alright, let's get it. Come on. Come on. Thank you. Don't want to drown on Halloween, after all things. That's how you end up as a drowned instead of a cool, spooky ghost. Now would actually be a pretty good time to test. How far away do these keys work from? Quite far is the answer. Ugh. Nope, 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 nope. Next one is going to be 264, negative 6.5. Oh, come on. God, my own shadow is really spooky there. There's a potential thumbnail. Alright, I think what I need then is to get around to the opposite side of this canyon. This is definitely one of the more significant new additions to this terrain update. And this is one of the reasons why. Look at that absolute wall of red in front of us. I think this is one of them high fog days. Low vis is high vis, but somehow it's not better. Okay, but where's the thing? It's 264, negative 6.5. So it's really downhill. Okay. Ah, there it is, down there in that patch. Or I guess it's trying to become a patch. If we brought them here, it would become a patch. Let me in. There you are, hiding in the bushes, I see. It's 8 of 13, that means 5 to go. I can't be 100% certain, but I do believe, looking at the topography, that there's something over at Whiskey. That mountainous bowl that it sits in is very, very recognizable, and I think there's going to be something there. If we can get up to it. I don't actually have the coordinates, though, is the problem, so I'm relying entirely on visuals now. Is this Whiskey? And honestly, India sits in a similar spot. Nope, there it is, we've got it. Alright. After this, there'll just be 4 remaining. Thank you. You see this? Everything the red fog touches is my kingdom. And I imagine you help supplement that power in some way. I don't know, why do you collect jack-o'-lanterns on Halloween? Why did I just uncritically accept that you collect jack-o'-lanterns on Halloween? Like, I haven't called attention to that. Walking around picking these things up is not something people do. They collect candy. Oh well, doesn't matter. I've got more to find. Once you tell me that something's collectible, I need it. Driving through a cloud of fireflies is kind of pretty in the middle of all this. It looks like we are starting to be able to see the sky again. We need to go back and make a note of what's left on the radar. I just get the impression every time of running in, something in hot pursuit, and slamming the door shut behind me, holding it for a few seconds to see if something decides to try and bang it down. But at least the roadblocks are removed. The corpse piles remain. It's not really my concern for the moment. And shut. That radar is looking clearer by the moment. That's why it's negative 238. So we'll go back out after that, cross out the ones we found. There's negative 109 or negative 103, 199, and then there's 465, 514. And the funny thing is, these entities, they're not spreading out, not whatsoever. They are all converging on me, meaning they probably all know where I am at all times. But you know what? That is all right with me. We can pretty much leave the base on lock now, although instinct says I will not. And let's grab more fuel. Actually, if that's 25, we might as well dump it in right now. And is there a toolbox in the middle of all this? There is. We may as well do some repairs, because this thing is taking a beating. Alright, let's ride. Here's about where we were looking before, but in reality, it'll be more this way, I think. So we want to get up and over this hill. Yep, we are going to get some air from this. Yep. I like that we can go towards the ATV achievement in a different save. I might exploit that later. And then again, it might be one of those achievements that's worth money. Well, we're succeeding in one direction. Oh, we need to go this way. But also more that way. Oh, come on. Actually, working out the angles, it seems we didn't go too far enough. If we head down here... It really is just about, like, the stop and go. And this is one of the difficulties in the main game, is that if you want to track down radar contacts, you can get a general area, but it's very, very hard to hunt down anything specifically with the tools that are in this game now. Somewhere in this area. Yep. The brakes can't stop me if I'm airborne. Alright, try it now. Oh, we're getting there, but we gotta get past you. Ignore the floating rocks, too, by the way. We gotta be careful running here, because if we slip and start falling, we're gonna lose this map. Ah, right here! You just kind of blended in with everything else. You actually didn't stand out nearly as much as I thought you would. It's a good thing we can even see that light through hills. My god, the technology they put into this thing must have been reverse engineered from alien tech. Actually, it only makes sense considering all that we now know they know, you know? But we're heading in much the opposite direction now. Sure, we can slide down backwards. It's been so long that I honestly can't remember now if... Yeah, me too, lady, me too. It's been so long now that I honestly can't remember if I found a digital map last time or if I did the same thing and just removed upgrades. I don't see this being possible otherwise, but we should be... Yeah, no, we actually should be fairly close to this thing. I just kind of randomly stopped and got off here because it was vaguely this direction. God, I just said it's been so long since last time. A year. It's been a year, and that feels so wrong to me. Like, everything that's happened on this channel and in my life between now and then, Season 1 feels like a lifetime ago. But here we are. This game really is just the gift that keeps on giving, and it's never gotten old. That's the crazy thing. I'm even doing the same event again, and yet somehow I'm experiencing it differently. Actually, the memories and false memories of what did or didn't happen before are influencing it, so I guess there's always that element going in. It's one of the only games that actually works, maybe even better, but at least differently if you already know about it, but definitely not worse. Okay, the last thing is going to be right on the edge of radar range over here in the corner. So we'll get as far as we can, and then we'll start looking at our map. That's actually going to be all the way over near Stonehenge, isn't it? Alright, no reason not to exhaust all our fuel now, because we've got a full can with 100 left. Probably about half a tank still in this thing. And let's see how right we are. Not, apparently. We have quite overshot it. We'll do this from high ground. We know now that the pumpkins won't stand out from a large distance, but it's going to be roughly this direction anyways. Actually, no, that was probably the actual map edge. That wasn't even Stonehenge, so maybe we were right. We were just bad at navigating. Now we're here. And now let's recheck our accuracy. It'll be more that way, in fact a lot more that way, but we are on the right track. It's just I always have a hard time reconciling the fact that the edges of the radar are not the edges of the map. There's actually quite a few blind spots on the outskirts. Speaking of outskirts... Okay, we need to be heading this way. It's going to be basically on the opposite corner of Stonehenge. Oh god, that's one of your effigies. That means you're following me out here and you're not even making yourself known all the time. I have completely lost where I was. I'm going on foot from here. It'll just be easier. 465, 514. This is the right direction. You know you're going the right way when one is locked on the right spot, or roughly, and the other is just kinda, yeah. We've drifted too much. Nope. Oh god, I mistook you for... I was like, there's no way we're still that close to the ATV. There we go, there it is, there it is. God, if only we could call the ATV like our horse in Red Dead, huh? Maybe a distant future upgrade. Or maybe we could just have Curfus carry us. That's 12 out of 13. Wait. Oh, wait, I'm still missing one then. Come here. Come here, boy. No, you don't. No, I'm curious. Are these transformers actually deteriorating while we do this? You know what would be cool? I don't think this happens, but I think it would be cool if the streetlights could actually go out when the power does. I mean, it would only make sense, right? And imagine having to navigate out here using only your flashlight or only the headlights. Okay, you're over there. You always seem to be camping me where I need to check. We want negative 109, close. 199. So which way is 199? It's that way, basically. Cross the river. Totally unrelated thought. Anybody remember the mummy? That seemed like more than coincidence. It seemed more like malice. Alright, we're gonna want to stay roughly on this level. But really, we're at the point where we can start walking pretty soon. And it's just the woods are scary. Oh my god, we just ran over more meat. It's gotta be up here. It's gotta be up here, right at Juliet? Weren't we, weren't we here already? There's that sound again. Oh, you're giving chase. Alright, now we really do have something at our backs. Let's go. Yep. Unfortunately, we can't do a handbrake turn in this thing. We can only handbrake. Or can we? That might be something to try later. Point is, we need to desperately hammer this in and find out which of these pumpkins is still missing. Because I've been to all the coordinates I have listed. Okay, nothing. We actually have nothing on radar. But you know what? That's okay. Because surprisingly enough, I think I actually remember where to look. I do remember this is one of the ones that I found even before using a map last year. Even if it feels like 2 years ago. If it's beyond radar range? What's a landmark that's beyond radar range? That would be the gate. Not the gate that we came in from, the gate on the opposite end. The one where the river flows outward. So let's make our mad dash. No worry about fuel expenditure. Oh, pretty soon we'll have to worry about fuel expenditure if we keep going at this rate. Might as well get some sick airtime while we're at it. Okay, I guess it says no. If this turns out to not be right, the next place I'm going to check is the bottom of the lake. I can already see it. Yep, there we go. We just need to position ourselves correctly. Huh. I hadn't anticipated this outcome. This might have looked a bit different last season, or, sorry, 2 seasons ago. But I'm sure we can make it happen. There we are. We just gotta be careful. Gotcha. Go get signal, quick, quick, quick! Oh god. Yeah, one thing I don't remember is what the end game is here. All I know is that I remember a mad dash back to base. No. I should have physically flipped this thing. You're going down into the water. Which means I don't want my tail end back there. Off we go. Oh god, 22 fuel. I am carrying a can, but I also don't want to stop. Am I actually on a time limit? Or are you screwing with me? Honestly, you would do either one. But there's just something about a bright red scenery that just instills panic, you know? Not sure what it is. Okay, you guys saw that, right? That one red dot in the middle of that seeming formation of stars made it look like something was coming. Something probably still is coming. So fuel, 18. Ring. Okay, good. I see the tower. We haven't passed it. Nope. Yep. Yep. No, come on, ATV. We may or may not have time for this. Yep. Good thing Kel has superhuman strength. And a superhuman gut. In we go! Most dramatic entrance yet. And let's go into a super lockdown. This door closed. This door closed. Make sure everything upstairs is also closed. You were just here, weren't you? I was thinking, did I somehow miss a pumpkin? And then I realized that is Fur. Meanwhile, we need a drive. Yep. First and only time I've used the storage room. Everything is circling around me in weight. And the gore piles are getting larger. Come on. Hello? Thank you. Oh no, we are actually going to need to re-upgrade some of this. We do have to get a signal, and at the present moment this is going to take forever. There we go. We're actually better off turning off our flashlight now so we can actually watch these things move and watch the other things which move outside. God, those noises will never not spook me no matter how many times I hear them. Even if I know they're from Half-Life 2. Come on, get started, guys. The footsteps all around me definitely don't help in this dark. And some of them seem like they're coming from inside the house. What are you guys waiting for? Wait. Right there. And right... No, come on. There. Yes. Object spooky. That's how you know things are getting serious. Detector's already done, so this should take only a moment. I'm waiting with bated breath, and from the look of it, so are you. There you are. Actually, wait, can we just play you? Nope, we're gonna have to process you up fully. Wait, no time for this. Oh, right. Skellio appears. Happy Halloweener. Oh my god, we turned into a website from 1997. You know, this is one of those things where you've been indulging in the goofy for so long, but you know the game so well that you truly don't know what to expect. And then you get to the end and you're like, I don't know what I expected. Well, happy Halloween, guys. And if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this game out for yourself, the link will also be in the description. If you want to support me on Patreon, that link will be in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one. In the meantime, I've got to have a long talk with the Bone Brigade. Yep. I was wondering what happens when the spooks actually find us. Seems that's about all there is to it, and then you just retreat. God, that's creepy. Or maybe you're not retreating. You just don't appear when I'm looking at you. I think it's really funny that these things actually kind of behave like Gmod and Xbots. Especially the big wibbly guy, which, by the way, where is? Now there's a creepy sight. Two of you just shifting around, one behind the other. Will you both try to grab me at the same time? How wanted am I, really? You will! You will both grab me at the same time. Sorry, I'm just doing monster science now. Oh my god! Howdy!